ጥቃቅን የሆኑ ነገሮችን በቁጥር ለመግለጽ ስንፈልግ prefix እንጠቀማለን. Over here we use minus because the value is very small. We'll try to convert one unit to the other. Today we are looking at a very interesting topic which is prefix and unit conversion. Let's get started.
Temaribet, Temaribet, Lanta.
Hello class, welcome to Temaribet. በዛሬው ቪዲዮአችን ስለ prefix እና unit conversion እናያለን. Prefix are the short methods of representing very large or small values. በጣም ትላልቅ ወይም በጣም ጥቃቅን የሆኑ ነገሮችን በቁጥር ለመግለጽ ስንፈልግ prefix እንጠቀማለን. ለምሳሌ ከመሬት እስከ ፀሐይ ያለውን ርቀት በሜትር እንለካ ብንል በጣም ቢግ ነምበር መጻፍ ሊጠበቅብን ይችላል. So to avoid such type of confusion we just use prefixes. The most common prefixes are listed here. The first one is Giga. We use Giga to express very large numbers. We can write shortly as G, which is 10 to the power of 9. This means when the number has 9 zeros next to 1, which is equivalent to 1 billion. So instead of writing 1 billion like this long form of number, we can write easily as 10 to the power of 9. So the term giga we call it prefix. This is a prefix that we include when we express units. For example, if we said 1 gigabyte, this means 1 billion bytes. So instead of writing 1 billion as integer or normal number, we can write as 1 GB in short. So that's why we said a short form of representing very small or very large values. The other one is mega. Mega in short, it's written as M, which is 10 to the power of 6, or when there is 6 zeros next to 1, which is equivalent to 1 million. So for example, here we can say that 1 megawatt. If we say 1 megawatt, we are saying that 1 million watt. Easily we can write as 1 MW. So the prefix help us to interpret the value in short way. The other one is kilo. This is the most commonly used prefix in our day-to-day life, especially in measurement of length and mass. So kilo in short, it's written as K, which means 10 to the power of 3, which is equivalent to 1000. For example, if we say 1 kg or 1 kilogram, the K stands for 1000. So instead of saying give me 1000 gram of sugar or something, we can say give me 1 kilogram of sugar easily. So this is a short way of representing very large values. So now let's see the prefixes that's used to write very small values. For example, Centi. Centi in short, it's written as C, which means 1 over 100 or 10 to the power of minus 2. Over here we use minus because the values is very small, which is below 1, which is 1 over 100. For example, if we said 1 centimeter, we are meaning that the length is 1 over 100 meter or 0.01 meter. Instead of writing 0.01, we can write as 1 centimeter easily. So it is a short way of representing small values. The other one is milli. Milli, which is written as short as small m. Now here you have to focus on the milli and mega. Mega written as capital M, but milli written as small m. This shows it's help to express small numbers, which is equivalent to 1 over 1000 or 10 to the power of minus 3. For example, if we said 1 milliliter, 1 ml, that means that's 1 over 1000 or which is equivalent to 0.001 liter. So this is a long form of writing or interpreting liter, but if we just use 1 ml, it is very short and easy to understand easily. The other one is micro. The micro symbol is different from other since it starts with letter M. So we use a symbol, a specific symbol for micro. So this is a symbol for micro, which is equivalent to 1 over 1 million. Or in short, we can write as 10 to the power of minus 6. So if we said 1 micrometer, this means that the distance of the object is 0.000001 meter. It is very long, right? So instead of using such repeated zeros, we use prefix. So now after this, we will try to say about how to convert one unit to the other. So now we already seen the common prefixes for different measuring units. So now we'll try to convert one unit to the other by looking at the prefixes. Let's get started with length. But before that, there is a rule to change one unit to the other. The first thing is you have to identify which one is larger. If you are changing from larger to smaller value, it's always multiplication. You have to multiply. And if it is inverse from smaller to larger unit, it's always division. Whatever any unit it is, whether it is length, mass, time, volume, any. So this is the rule. So if we keep this rule in mind, now let's see with examples. For example, if we are going to change 5 meter to centimeter, now we are going to change meter into centimeter. So, but before that, we have to know that the multiplier 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. This is the formula. So if you already know the multiplier, so now we are going to change 5 meter into centimeter. So easily multiply 5 meter to centimeter, just multiply 5 times 100. Leave the meter part and write as centimeter. So which is become 500 centimeters. So both are equivalent. 5 meter is equivalent to 500. We multiplied because meter is greater than centimeter, or meter is the larger unit. Let's see in inverse. If we are going to change 15 centimeter to meter. Since we already investigate the multiplier, 1 meter is always equivalent to 100 centimeter. Now the centimeter is first. We are going to change from the smaller to larger. So in this case, we use division. So over here you have to divide 15 divided by 100. But now we are going to change to meter. So you have to write as m. So when you divide 15 divided by 100, which is equivalent to 0.15 meter. So 15 centimeter is equivalent to 0.15 meter. Now let's say with mass. The principle is the same all over the units. Now let's see, for example, 1 kilogram is kilo, we said in the prefix it is 1000, which is equivalent to 1000 gram. So if we are going to change 7 kilogram to gram, the larger unit is kilogram and the smaller unit is gram. Since we are going to change from the larger unit to smaller units, it's always multiplication. So when you multiply 7 times 1000 gram, which is equivalent to 7000 gram. So 7 kilogram is equivalent to 7000 gram. The other one, let's make inverse. If the given unit is 1800 gram to be changed into kilogram. Now the smaller unit is gram, and now we are going to change to the kilogram from the smaller to larger. In this case, we use division. So if when we divide 1800 divided by 1000 gram, which is equivalent to 1.8 kilogram. So 1800 gram is equivalent to 1.8 kilogram. Let's see volume. If you are going to change liter to milliliter, since milli is 1/1000, so 1 liter is equivalent to 1000 milliliter. So if you are going to change liter to milliliter, from the larger to smaller, we use multiplication as usual. So let's say the given unit is 9 liter to ml. We just multiply 9 times 1000 ml. So 9 liter is equal to 9000 milliliter. Let's make it inverse. If it is the given unit as 8500 milliliter to be changed to liter, since milliliter is a smaller and liter is a larger, we just use division as usual. So 8500 divided by 1000 liter, which is become 8.5 liter. So 8500 liter milliliter, sorry, equivalent to liter. Let's see with time. So let's see the multiplier with time. 1 hour, which is equivalent to 16 minute. So if you are going to change hour to minute, we use multiplication because the hour is larger unit, but the minute is smaller unit. For example, if you are going to change 5 hour to minutes, so you have to apply the rule. Larger to smaller, it's multiplication. Since our multiplier is 60 here, so 5 times 60 minutes, which is equivalent to 300 minutes. So 5 hours is equivalent to 300 minutes. The other one is 1 minute is 60 seconds. So if you are going to change minute to second or second to minutes, we just apply the rule. If you are going to change minute to second, we just use multiplication. And if you are going to change from second to minutes, is division, because second is the smaller units. For example, if the given unit is 540 seconds, change it to minutes. Now we are going to change 540 seconds to minutes. Our multiplier is 60. So now, since the second is smaller units and minute is a larger unit, so we use division here. So now let's divide 540 divided by 60. So which is equivalent to, divided, which is 54 divided by 6, which is 540 seconds is equivalent to 9 minutes. So we just get by division because it is from the smaller unit to larger unit. So always, if you change any unit, first you have to identify which one unit is larger or smaller. If you change from larger to smaller, you have to always use multiplication. If you are changing smaller to larger, you have to always use division. This is a principle for every unit, for time, for mass, for volume, for length, for every, it is applicable. Video እንደጠቀማችሁ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ። Don't forget to share and leave a comment below. በቴሌግራም በፌስቡክ እና በዩቲዩብ ፔጃችን ጆይን እያደረጋችሁ በቀጣይ ቪዲዮ እስከምንገናኝ ድረስ ባይ ባይ።